Hey everybody, Mike Fifer. This is going to be video number 108. Um, it's not going to appear like I got a lot done, but there's been a lot of building reconstruction, and my head was turning. I told you guys about what I didn't like about the buildings down here in the engine facility, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing about it. Okay, everybody. I've been a little bit busy. I had to put in another turnout right here, as you can see, to be able to get to the scrapyard, because I wanted the scrapyard there. Now the tentative layout is as you see it: a curved Pico turnout, then a number 4 left. The track goes straight on back past the ice house to the slaughterhouse, and it will extend back as far as I can get it to go. In some manner it will be there. Then you can see on this left-hand turnout, it will go to this turnout. That right-hand turnout will have a track that goes right up against the side of the engine house. The other track off of this left-hand turnout will go straight over and into the engine house and have the fueling facility and sanding facility on it. Then you can see that we have another turnout. That turnout will split the two tracks and take them into the car repair shed. And for right now, that's kind of it. I may put another right-hand turnout on the end of this turnout right here, so that I can run a dead track down the back over there at an angle, or on the outside of the shop, so that they can park dead cars out there, dead locomotives, whatever the case is. And of course there'll be a track coming out the back of the engine house that will extend out just a slight bit. But as you can see, it angles all those buildings, gives me room behind the buildings, gives me room to extend the end of the scrapyard, do whatever I want with the scrapyard. And it seems logical and a little more angular. And that's kind of what I was looking for. So right now, that's the tentative plan. As you know, it could change very rapidly, but that's it for right now. Okay, another thing I started to tell you, and then I kind of lost my brain there. But you can see that 7-inch piece of track right there that hasn't been painted yet. When I put this turnout right there in, I had to put that 7-inch piece in there. And when I did that, I neglected to put those 2 insulators in right there. And for the life of me, because of that, I could not figure out why my reversing loop only worked in one direction. It would short the other way. Well, come to find out, I need those 2 insulators in right there, because I have a track feed right there, and I have 2 gaps in the rail right there, which used to be the end of the reversing block. It is now not the end of the reversing block. It has a couple of turnouts on it. So that feed there now feeds into those turnouts, feeds power up to those 2 insulators, and the AR1 reverser feeds the power back this way to those insulators. And on the other side over there, and I'm sure you can't see them. Yeah, you can see them barely. Just behind and to the left of the last caboose there, you can see 2 insulators right before the double crossover. That is my reversing section from there around to here. Anyway, I had a heck of a time trying to figure out what was wrong with that. Then in the process of trying to adjust the AR1, I found that I had just twisted the wire around the bus line, and I had pulled one of the bus wires off, and I had no power, so I was chasing my tail. Okay, gang, I'm inside. Been working inside today. Thought about building a new engine house. You guys notice anything about this one? I'll let you think about it for a minute. I cut this much off of the side of this building. Why? So that the center track right here can go directly into the car shop, and the other line coming out of the car shop can go right alongside of the building here. Now, as you can see, I took all the detail out of the inside. I've salvaged all the light wiring with the exception of these two on the back, which the wires were super glued to these beams going across. Because you have to get down on your hands and knees and look up into this thing, really look up into this thing. I'm not going to reconnect those beams. I'm just going to leave them hanging out there in midair. But I'm leaving them there because there are lights on the bottom of all those beams except the ones that are missing. So those will be supporting the lights. I have my pretzels here to eat while I'm doing this. And then, as you guys know, I had this building raised up by this much, and I actually had to cut all that off of the bottom because it was raised up to go up to the unitrack, and now I've got to lower it back down for the Pico track. So the next thing I'm going to do is probably go out, clean up the edges of this where you see the plaster on it. There is actually no need to touch up this back edge right here, even though I might take some gray and touch it up. Anyway, I've got to make a paper template for the roof so that I can reattach the existing cut and reattach the existing roof. Plus I have all the details that I have to glue back inside of the building. But once again, I've gotten lucky and been able to modify an existing building to suit the need of what I'm trying to do. So I'll give you a little more on this as I go. Well, hey everybody. I did get all the stuff put back inside the building, all the detail. Everything's pretty much where it needs to be. Got the roof all put back together, the vents that had come off or re-glued. The roof needs just a little bit of touch up. I've got it cut to fit, and as soon as I put some track down in there, I will likely do that. Just so you guys know, I haven't been doing nothing. I built these rail piles out of Osborne kits. I built 3 Grant Line row houses, and actually they're all plastic, and it's the same kit over and over, just reconfigurable. I have a plan as to where I might put those. I got lights in each one of them. They were a lot of work, considering how easy you think they'll be. But anyway, I got those done. Effectively, this will be done. I'm going to go out and test fit it and see how that's going to work. But that's about it for now. Okay, everybody, I don't have the turnout placement where it needs to be, of course. But this is kind of how I wanted the buildings to be. I wanted the tracks to be in line with each other, and then the other track will come out, go on the outside of the engine house, and go past the fueling facility along with the track out of the engine house, and we'll connect back up over here on a turnout. Now, I wanted a track over here on this side of the building. Well, I thought I did, and then I didn't, and now I do again. I'm going to put a number 4 turnout right in here somewhere, and we're going to take a track out of that track over to this side of that building over there. And of course that means that will come off of the track that goes to the scrapyard. So anyway, I'm kind of liking that setup right there. I like the buildings. If I step back here as you enter the layout, I like the buildings on an angle. I can put some smaller buildings around, and I'm thinking that right up here in this crotch somewhere, I'm going to put a yard tower. I just don't know, but I want to put a yard tower up there somewhere. And I may reconfigure that that corral there for the Schmelly meats, because it was designed for a curve, and it just looks kind of goofy, designed for a curve the opposite direction of the way that curve goes. So I'm gonna probably fix that pin. Like I say, I've got the roof done. I just need to figure out how the track's gonna go, and then I can put the roof on. Well, the roof just slips on, but it's kind of hard to get on and off. I'm going to build, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the other video, I'm going to build a new roof for this car shop. I just hate that 4-volt roof on that building. I'm going to build some kind of a flat roof with skylights of some kind. Not exactly sure how that's going to pan out, but I'll figure it out. But I just don't like that roof. So that one will get a new roof. Anyway, there's what we got right now. Okay, everybody, there is a medium Y turnout, which I'll probably wind up putting in there to get a track over there to this side of the engine house. And as you can see, I probably have enough room to add as much junk back there as I want to. So that's another item I can do. But anyway, I believe that Y turnout's going to go in there. Those turnouts are going to go pretty much like that. And the tracks are going to go where they need to go. And I think that's going to work. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I know it's not a very long video, but when things take a lot longer to do, the videos get shorter to explain to you and show you exactly what's going on. The 3 houses that I showed you in the video are going to go over here on the wrong side of town, the wrong side of the tracks. And I have some other buildings in mind, or houses and buildings over there in mind that I'm going to have to build. So I'm going to get slowed down from what you guys normally see, because some of the buildings that I have that are already built just really aren't what I want for over there. So today we'll just leave it at that, and as usual, thanks for watching.